Hi dear students, this is Ms. T.M. Rahini. Today I am going to teach you the desert. It is all about desert. Do you know what is desert? What is the meaning of desert? How the desert would be? Can you give me your answers? How the desert would be? In your perception, desert is a dry place which has no water, and then it is not suitable for survival, right? But our perception is wrong. Desert is also having all those natural elements, and desert is not an useless one in the world. God has created everything for a reason. Likewise, desert is also support our world, okay, support our earth to develop well, okay. So here we are going to learn about desert. A desert is generally without water and vegetation. As we all know that desert is generally without water. There would be no water and there would be no vegetations there. And a green patch with fresh water and green trees in the middle of vast desert is a beautiful sight. But here we will learn in this part, actually it also has some oasis. Oasis is like a green land, okay. Here green patches, often we can find the green patches and water, green trees in the middle, we can find green trees in the middle of the desert, and a beautiful sight. It also like a beautiful sight. In the movies and all you may see that some shooting were taken in the desert. So you may have seen a few sceneries like this, and a desert may be too hot or cold. Actually you all know that the desert means it will be too hot, but here we can see the natural element of a desert. Those of us who live in the region covered with forests and surrounded by hills may find it difficult to imagine what a desert is really like. Actually, we are living with a beautiful gardens, forests like Amazon forest and all. It will be very vast one, right? So we are surrounded like in our nearer place we have a monsoon forest. So likewise we are surrounded by a natural vegetation place. But we can't imagine a place without water or without tree. So without water or tree we consider it as a desert, right? But it is not so. The popular beliefs, actually it is one of the popular beliefs we all have, is that it is an endless stretch of sand where no rain falls and therefore no vegetation grows. As we all know that there is no vegetation in the desert, right? But it is a dry, hot, waterless and without shelter. See, there the desert would be dry, it is always dry, there is no water content in the air, and hot, it won't give you chill air, and waterless, there will be no water in the desert, and without shelter. We can't survive in the desert. You all have the perception that we can't able to survive in the desert. But this is not entirely correct, but this is not a right one. This is not a right view of it. And for those who have studied it, if now after you have gone through this lesson, gone through this video, you also can able to know what is desert actually. Okay, so you will tell to others that no, your perception is wrong. This is a desert. The desert will also have all the natural elements, but this is not entirely correct. Here it is the home for variety of people. Actually it is a home for variety of people, animals and plants that have learned to live under very hot and dry conditions. Actually, do you know which animal will survive in the desert? Yes, you are right, that is camel. Camel can live in the desert alone. Then which plant will grow in the desert? Is like a cactus and a dates tree and all, it will be suitable in desert. How it's growing? Yes, so all the vegetations will be adapted in the desert also, and here which animal or plant is adapt to live in a hot and dry condition can able to survive there. Okay, then true, the ground is not always hidden by a cover of grass, plants and trees as it is in the other climates. See, we always should not have the mentality that the world always surrounded with, everywhere it is surrounded with grass, plants, trees. In some of the places it is not so. And but whenever it rains, which is rare, actually rain is the rarest thing in the desert, but nowadays in our place also it is one of the rarest thing, but this desert is always rarer one is rain. Okay, the rainfall will be very low in rate and it's one of the rarest one, and desert flowers bloom the site can be as rewarding as that of any tropical garden. Actually, in the desert place also, after the short span of rain, the flowers will blossom, and desert is not always flat. Actually, here our landscape is a flat one, right? Here, so that we can walk in the land. In the mountain, how it would be? Is it would be like tide and tide, it will be from high to low, right? But in the desert, it won't be a permanent landscape. It is an unchanging one. It is a changing one. It won't be as like our landscape. Okay, here. As a desert always, it is an unchanging wasteland of dry sand. Here they are saying that it is an unchanging wasteland of dry sand. Actually, it is having only dry sand. It may have mountains and hills. See, in the blow of rain, in the blow of air, the sand will segregated, the sand will settled in one place like a hill or mountain. Then it may have an oasis, big or small. What is oasis? Oasis is like a green island in the middle of the desert. Actually, we have islands, right, like Andaman, Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Sri Lanka. It is totally covered with the four sides of seawater. But if it is in the place of desert, that is called as oasis. Oasis is also like an island. Okay. Here it is totally covered with green plant, and where a spring or a well give plants and trees better. Actually, here the season, we have four seasons like spring, summer, autumn and winter. But in the spring season and all, there will be a good climatic condition there, and some well is like a place of where we can find water. So in the place the trees can grow better. See, here you can see in the picture, see, this is a desert. See, in the desert, the people were surviving in the desert, and these are all the trees that is adapted to live in the desert, and this is the animal that can live in the desert. This is the animal. Do you know why the camel got its hump? We have seen in the first lesson itself. So, like a camel and these kind of trees, this is a cactus plant. Okay, so these are all adapted to live in desert, and chance to grow, and this short span of rainfall made the trees to giving chance to grow. Okay, then the desert may be hot like the Thor or cold like Ladakh. Actually, the desert have two types of climate. One is hot and one is cold. It is, if it is hot, it is hot like a Thar desert. Thar desert is one of the biggest desert and one of the very cruelest desert that will be very hot. And the Ladakh place is one of the such a coldest place. Like Australia, it is also one of the coldest one. But generally speaking, if a place has little or no water or vegetation, people usually call it desert. Yes. Actually, we are generally we have a mindset that if there is no water or vegetation, it is called as desert. But here, is it so? No. Here, some deserts are almost totally without water. Yes, there are few deserts without water, but in such places, strong winds blow, raising heaps of sand. Like heaps of sand is a bunch, you will call it a bunch of flowers, right? So, like a bunch of flowers, like a bunch, a huge one. Here, heaps of sand will segregated in one place and depositing them as mounds. Mounds is like a mountain. These winds carry the sand in the air and it will segregated as mounted, and these are called sand dunes. Have you seen sand dunes? If you are going to construct a house, you will put the sand or cement or the stones in a sand dunes order. Okay, so that is called as sand dunes that shift and move endlessly across the desert. See, the desert is a vast one, it is not a restricted place. So, it will move from a vast land, and few plants can survive on such dry shifting sands, and a few plants also can survive in the dry and shifting sand. See, the place would not, if you are planting one jasmine plant in your right side corner of the place, it should be there, right? The landscape should be there in the right side corner. If it is continuously changing like an elevator, it can't able to survive. But in the case of desert, it will change from one place to the another place, and the plants also capable to survive there. And this till this we have completed the first section. By the next section, I will continue in the next class. Thank you, dear children. Hi, dear students. We have seen the desert lesson. Hope you all recall the first video. Now, I will teach you the second part, section 2. Here, desert plants and animals learn to require much less water than most plants and animals. See, we have pet animals in our house like a cat, dog, like parrot. These are all you have in your house. These all require water. Actually, human consume more amount of water than animals, right? So, comparing other animals, these camel and all, it requires more less water than other animals. The camel is a typical desert animal. We have already seen that camel is one of the desert animal. Smaller desert animals have unusual means of satisfying their need for water. Here, this small desert animals, this small desert animal will satisfy the water by the other animals. Okay. Here, all living things need water in order to survive. See, whoever or whatever may be, it needs water. Even a small insect or a small earthworm, it needs water content. So, if there is no water in the desert, how it can live? No. So, the desert is also having a water content. Okay. Here, the few plants and animals that live in deserts have developed the ability to require less water than most plants and animals. Other plants and animals, comparing other plants and animals, this plants and animals in desert consume less water content. The camel, popularly known as the ship of the desert. See, camel is called as a ship of a desert. So, this camel and all can drink a lot of water at one time. See, I have taught you in the first lesson. If you gone through the first lesson, it will be easy for you. Here in this part of place, in this part, the camel will store all the water when the camel had the chance to. When it get an opportunity to drink more water, it will drink more water and it will segregate it and it will stored in this part. Actually, it has this hump at the back. At the back of the back side, it will had a hump, right? So, in the hump, it will store more amount of water. Then camels can do without water for days together. So camel can live without water for days together. For more days it can live without water, and the reason is they sweat very little. Actually, why we need water? See, you can analyze that in the hot season, and in the chill climate. In the hot season, you will require more water. Like if you are getting, in the hot season, you are getting 2 bottles of water. In the chill season, you will get only 1 liter of water. So what is the reason? Because in the hot season we will sweat, we will have sweating in our body. Likewise, this camel and all, the who all are adaptable to the desert places, they won't get sweat. Okay, the reason is they sweat very little. They have sweating in a very little amount, and we sweat because we must keep our body temperature constant. Actually, everybody should have sweating, because that is the only thing that constant, that maintain your water level. And we sweat when it gets hot. When you are not sitting under a fan, or when you are sitting in a closed room, you will have sweating, right? So, and this cools the body. This sweating will cool down your body to get, you will get some kind of physical disorders. So this sweating will take you away from the diseases. Okay, here camels can stand high body temperature. Camels can stand high body temperature. It can tolerate the high body temperature. See, we can't we can't stand by 12 o'clock hot sun, right, under the hot sun. But this camel can survive the whole year by standing under the hot sun. And they don't need to sweat and can therefore retain the water they drink for long periods of time. Actually, they won't sweat often, but they can retain. Retain is taking back again. Okay, so they can retain the stored water in the hump, right? So they will take water from the hump. And the smaller desert animals do not drink water. Here in the biggest, in the largest desert, they all consume water by their hump or by their rainfall, a short span of rainfall. But here in the smaller desert places, the animals would not consume water. They burrow underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. Now they burrow, okay, they will dig the animals or anything in under the sand, and they will get away after night to eat. Some of them eat other animals and get the water they need from the moisture in the meat. Actually, other animals will get water from the other animals by hunting. Some animals will lion, cat will catch rat, right? Cat will catch the rat. Likewise, in the desert also, some of the animals will catch other animal to take water and for moisture content. Then other eat plants, some of them eat. We have herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, right? So likewise, animals which do not consume other animal, they will consume, they will move to the plants. Okay, here plants and seeds and get the water they need from plant juices. Actually, other animals will get water from plant juices. Okay, then the desert plants also adapt themselves to the life they lead. Actually, the desert animals will always adapt, depend on themselves. And cactus plants, I have already told you the cactus plant. Have you imagined the cactus plant? You just refer. Cactus plants store water in their thick stems. Actually, cactus plant is adaptable only in the desert because it absorbs. Actually, it has the water content in the stem itself. The roots lie close to the surface in the ground and quickly absorb the moisture from the light rains that occasionally fall. See, when the desert has rain, a short span of rain or occasional rain, it will absorb the water from the air, and the major future of all desert is of course dryness. One of the major future of desert is dryness. And this is the cactus tree. Ma, have you seen this cactus tree? Yes, this is the cactus tree. Okay. Here variations of temperature. Actually in desert there will be variations of temperature and variation in the land also. Then in humid climates, the moisture in the air acts like a blanket and protects the earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. Okay, now tell me, which is the layer? What is the name of the layer between the sun and earth? What is the name of the layer between sun and earth? It is ozone layer. If there is no ozone layer, the sun's reflection will be directly reach to us, then we all become ashes. Okay, so likewise in a humid climate like our climate, in our climate the atmosphere is having moisture content. The absence of this blanket in desert land cause the desert heat up rapidly during the day and to cool off rapidly at night. Actually in the daytime you can feel a very extreme level of hot, and in the night time you can feel the extreme level of hotness. Okay. Then desert are an important part of nature's great plan. Actually nature is such an wonderful and marvelous thing. God has created everything for a reason. So God has created the sea, forest, vegetation place, agriculture and lot of like a desert. See, this desert is one of the major thing for earth. It is not a useless one. It is also helps the earth to be combined one. And they are there like the dense forest. See, we have dense forest, right? From the dense forest alone we get a good amount of oxygen. And deep oceans, from the deep oceans itself we get more amount of pure water, and just because they are hot and dry. See, desert is hot and dry, but one should not look upon them as useless parts of the earth, so that due to it is dry, it is hot, it is not fit for many number to live, it is not it is not an useless one, it is a useful one for our planet, for our earth. So till this we have completed this lesson. Hope you all have gained more knowledge about the desert. Thank you dear students.